Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, super proud of you.
Thank you.
Of course. Hey, Janine first, and I think Rick might be in the shadows. There's some great. There he is. There
We're
he is.
having technical issues, so we had to get on my computer.
Oh, got it. All good. No problem.
Uh,
Are you guys back home now, Rick and Janine, or are you still on the road?
no, we're home
Okay, got
for
it.
the time being.
For the time being, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Alicia, Marcia, what's going on? Great to see you. You're on mute right now, but I see your mouth moving and it looks wonderful.
I said, hi, this is my first time live. I made it.
I know.
Well
Welcome.
done.
It's great to see your lovely face.
I'm
First,
excited.
I have to ask, am I pronouncing your name correctly or is it wrong?
Alicia.
It is. Okay, good. All right. Is that like a common spelling of Alicia?
Um, yeah, there's a few different ways to spell it, but yeah, it is a little bit common, probably not too common.
Okay.
Sometimes it's with E, I don't know.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Just want to make sure it's a lovely name. I mean, your whole name is really cool. So I'm like, that's a powerful name right there. So anywho,
Thank you.
absolutely. Well, great to see you guys. Happy Saturday. Thanks for joining us. I'm really loving these calls because I know that those that are plugging in consistently, like I see you guys growing. Like it's like amazing. Like it's so cool. And we get to connect, we get to know each other. And just so proud of you guys for just plugging in on this. I know Saturdays are crazy for you. But you're taking that time to be able to invest in you and invest in your business. And the goal is that if you spend some time to sharpen the sword, then it makes your work a lot easier and a lot more productive. So I've just always seen, I'm sure Rick and Janine, you can chime in on this, those that prioritize getting better, investing in themselves, training, they just do way better in their business long term. Rick, Janine, thoughts on that?
Oh, I absolutely couldn't agree more. I mean, because of our own personal journey, I often talk to people, I must have been thick, very dumb at the start because it's taken me a long time. And I say that genuinely, but it's different. We've got a long road of the development, the growth journey. So the be who have became the person capable of doing the things we need to do to have the things that we want to have. Absolutely massive part of life's journey, not just in business, but I think it is important. And I must say, for us, I think probably one of the most satisfying elements of the journey. Being able
That's
to
it.
not
Absolutely.
be better than someone else, but just able to give yourself the tools, give yourself the skills, give yourself the emotional management, give yourself the ability to be able to have a more peaceful approach to life.
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't just get better in the business, you get better in life. It makes you a better spouse, a better family member, a better friend. I don't think I'd be married without network marketing because first, I recruited Becky. She was my second recruit ever in my business career. But secondly, we didn't start dating. I don't think she would have wanted to date James Zhang version 1.0, but you get better at everything. So success is attracted by the person you become, as Jim Rohn says. And that's really a big part of this. Who here likes to feel more confident and happy about yourself? Like that just sounds good, right? Like that's great right there. And no worries, Rick and Janine, if your internet's not the best, we got you. So appreciate you. And shout out to just all of you, right? Because I look at every single one of you on this call as leadership. And I just want to start with a story because consistency is where any single thing starts and it just expands and it builds. Because as we're doing this call together, this will not be this way 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. You're going to be doing your own calls. This is going to be all over Australia, all over New Zealand. Like you're going to be seeing this start to explode. But it's a unique and a fun time right here because we make up for vision what we lack in numbers, but do not despise small beginnings. Because I remember when I first got introduced to network marketing, 19 years old, broke as a joke, super shy, had no followers, no friends. I never thought I'd even make a single penny here, or there's no such thing as a penny in Australia, is there? What's the lowest like coin? Is there such a thing? 1 pence? Is that what it is?
Cent.
Five? Really? You eliminated a cent? Okay. They oh wow. Okay, 10 cents in New Zealand. Wow. Okay, things cost. I think they're talking about the United States now. Like, who cares about the penny, right? So didn't think I would make 5 cents or 10 cents. But I remember when I got started, it was something just like this. And what was powerful though is you can change your trajectory of your business and your life so much, especially during times like this. Because what I will say is, while there was 10, 20 people in those first meetings, and in a year from later on, it exploded. But the ones that took it really seriously, they had big vision. They knew that this was not going to stay like this. And they knew that they were going to be a massive, massive player in that market. The market share goes to you. So there's a pro there of being involved during a time like this, because we can still be involved. Business changes. Some of you have been involved during business when it's super huge. And the good thing, who here wants a massive business that's exploding and is just going crazy, right? Yeah. The sucky part about that is it's not as personal sometimes. We won't be able to connect. It's not as easy just to like go on a call like this and say hi, right? We won't be able to see Cindy and Charmaine. I can't wait to see Charmaine and Gold Coast. It's gonna be so much fun. Congrats on picking up your ticket. That's the way to do it. But you have to have a major, major vision. And the big vision for this organization in this market is this is the team that's going to help Australia and New Zealand become a tier 1 market in all of Partner Co. You will hear the Aussies and the Kiwis on the global calls. You will see your names on the global calls. You're going to see the Chairperson 5000 popping out of this place, and people around the world are going to say, what happened? And you're going to go back to meetings just like this and say, I was there in the beginning and I took advantage of the things that was being said to be able to create that. All right. So with that said, excited to have you on here today. And a couple of announcements. And actually today we want to talk about a couple topics. Number one is consistency. Is the lifeblood and the secret of success in anything, right? I look at Lucia, and who here is excited about the Body Balance Challenge, by the way? You're excited to get fit and healthy and everything. Lucia, right before this, was doing her workout, and she's on it, right? She's just like really diligent. I think you should watch out for Lucia. I think she really wants to win that Body Balance Challenge, right? So the same with building muscle in a gym. It is not overnight. It's the same with your paycheck and your growth here. It is not overnight for sure, right? Rick and Janine are multiple decades of an overnight success, for example, right? Jody Garner is many, many years of an overnight success. There is no such thing. But it's those that are willing to do the consistent daily actions, which we talked about in one of our previous trainings. By the way, who here has been using the income producing activity tracker? You've been starting to use that. Have you been going through that at all? Yeah, like give me a wave or put a me in the comments if you have. If not, I would encourage you to. And I just want to share. Awesome. Yeah, great. We're seeing some people that are using it. This tracker is such a big secret. Nikki, I'm going to pull you up here real quick. Tell me a little bit, because I've been seeing Nikki. She's all over social media. She's all over the pages. Nikki, can you tell us a little bit about your experience? What's happened to you and your business since you've been coming onto these calls, since you've been plugging in and using the trackers and everything?
My business has improved and more consistent and making new friend contacts and things like that. Yeah.
There we go.
It's really growing.
Good. You're every day doing the things that are going to move the needle forward, which is absolutely the key to everything. So congratulations, Nikki.
Thank you.
Love it. You're welcome. Of course. So consistency is a very big key. That's going to be one topic we'll chat about. The second thing is I heard that people are also interested in enrolling more partners. Who here wants to know how to enroll more partners? Alicia's like, yes, please. So we'll talk about that as well too, which we absolutely do need to do. So there's a very big key there. Okay. So first though, we have a couple of big notions. All right. A couple of big missions. All eyes are on the Connect event in Gold Coast, March 13th to 15th. And guys, did you see this, by the way? So obviously I don't live in that area of the world, but it's been told to me that Dr. Libby Weaver is a pretty big deal. Does anyone here know of her? Like, you don't know of her? Okay. Well, if you read about her, it's pretty intense. Like, she is a 13 times best-selling author and speaker. That's like 13 times more than me. That's smart. But I bring this up because you know what's fascinating? Just for comparison, I love how the Aussies and the Kiwis do their events because they really pull people from around the world that are just the best in class at the events. We actually don't really get that out here. I'm telling you, I love United States events, but we don't have morning and afternoon tea, and we don't have cool speakers like Dr. Libby Weaver, you know? So take full advantage of that for these types of events. All right. Jody, I'm going to pick on you. What's up, Jody? I know you pulled over to the side of the car. First, Jody, tell us a little bit about what are some cool things that's been happening in your business, your team, your own business. What's been happening?
Well, I haven't been super consistent, I'll admit, as at posting every day around the business, but I really try and mix it up around lifestyle and health and wellness, and just, you know, whether it's what I'm eating or go to the gym, like I really try and mix it up a fair bit. But what I've found in the last 6 days is I have had people come out of the woodwork that have never messaged me before about anything health and wellness or anything that I do, never bought a product from me, and people that they've been watching from afar. And even one girl who runs a big gym in my hometown, and I kind of thought she thinks she's a bit above me, kind of, you know, she doesn't care what I do. She's not into network marketing, and she reached out and said, I've been watching from afar for a while, and I really want to know about these drops. Obviously, I'm in health and wellness too, and I think what you've got will be the piece to the puzzle that can help some of my clients. So she's still doing her research, still doing her due diligence. But my message is, you never know who's watching, and people are watching that you can't see. Like, she doesn't like anything I do, like never. I like her stuff. I follow her family. She never comments, likes anything, but she's been watching, and she's been watching for a long time. Wow. She knows my previous company. They know my previous business. So yeah, just keep doing it. It does take time. Like, you know, it has taken years for me to get to where I am, and to gain people's trust and to build that reputation. And the seed I've tried to plant is, when you think health and wellness, think of Jody Garner. Health and wellness is what we do. So no matter what it is, I want people to come to me and go, hey, I've got this challenge. What do you think I should do? Or how can I'm not a qualified anything. And I tell people that, but I've usually always got something that I can help them with. And sometimes it might not be what I've got. I might send them away to a naturopath or a acupuncturist or a bioresonance, but that they then come back. So there was a lot in there, but just keep doing what you do every day, because people are absolutely watching, and they will reach out when the time is right for them.
That was some serious golden nuggets. By the way, is that a saying, Jody, that Aussies use? Do you say golden nuggets? Is that? Yeah. Oh, okay, good. Right. But if as we get to know, tell me anytime if I use a phrase, you're like, wait, we don't say that. Or tell me some cool phrases I should use, and I'm going to start using that as well too. I need to be Aussified. All right. So
I'll give you one word I used the other day. I accidentally messaged the wrong twin friend of mine. One I was talking to about the drops, the other I was talking to about a concert, and I accidentally talked to the wrong one about the drops and the concert. Anyway, I called myself a major ning nong.
Ning nong.
Is that a word? Ning nong?
Not at all. What's that?
But anyway, I might have 2 new customers out of that, both twins.
Wow. Nice. There we go. Okay. Kiwis use it too. Ninnong. So is that like
Ning-
a mistake, like that type of thing?
like just dumb, stupid.
Okay, someone type it in the chat so I can remember this. And you'll find my speech on Gold Coast. I'm gonna toss in as many phrases as we can. So, Ning Nong. That almost looks Chinese, right? Like I should know this. I'm gonna do some homework and research on that. Thank you for that. All right, sure, bro. Wow. All right, I'm gonna get a whole dictionary of all of these terms. Okay. So anywho, Gold Coast is a major thing, right? Events inspire leaders, and guys, it's like what 6 weeks away. I think that's really fast. It's really really fast. So if you don't have your ticket yet, you want to grab your ticket. But also really keep in your mind, who else do I need to bring to this as well too? And I'll tell you, Australia and New Zealand are hot markets. I was just talking to another big leader out here. They were the top power ranker in PartnerCo in Canada. And they just told me they enrolled an Australian leader as well too. And they're like, basically, watch out. And I love it. We're all in the same family, right? But at the same time, is anyone here competitive? You just like to win. Doesn't matter what it is. If you're Jody and you're on the road, don't race Jody because she's gonna try to beat you, right? So I love everyone in PartnerCo, but this team needs to win, right? This team needs to be number one. Why not? Because we will. Jim Rohn said, "You learn more by losing than you do by winning," right? So, anywho, that is our mission. We're driving all systems to there. But how do you do that? Well, we are going to need to enroll brand partners. All right. So I'd love to ask Alicia, you're on for the first time live today. First, what's the little one's name? Adorable. My gosh, I'm going to unmute you. No worries. There you go. There should be a button.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. What's your little one's name?
Eddie here, which is Alicia in Māori.
Oh my gosh. So cool. That makes sense. Adorable. So Alicia, when it comes to enrolling brand partners, if you don't mind me asking, have you enrolled brand partners already in your business? And if so, how many?
0.
Okay. How many
Really
customers? No worries. That's why we're here, right? How many
I've got
customers have you enrolled?
5 customers, but
Congrats.
2 customers, like 7 customers, but 2
Nice.
customers. One's my husband and one's my auntie that I've just given extra drops to, and she's
Yeah.
just given me bank transfer. So she's on her second box, but she's mentioned she might want to start the business.
There we go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Not right now. They're just selling a house. So when her finances
All
change,
good.
that because we used to be in a business together before. She enrolled me in the last business, so now it's my turn to enroll her.
Hey, there we go. Congrats. So if you don't mind me asking, Alicia, what struggles or challenges have you faced with enrolling brand partners? Like when you think about that, what comes to mind?
I haven't really shared it, to be honest. I've been customer focused, but I went walk with 2 friends today. One was raving about Rich Dad Poor Dad and way smarter, and I said, I've got that book, and they were talking about all the stuff, to be smarter and how to make money, and putting my little 2 cents in. I was just shutting up and listening to the conversation, and then one of them said, because I just said, yeah, well, actually, I've, my business, I've got a beautiful website. To get into the business, I just brought my products, and I don't have to just deal with the shipping. I just get the commissions. And just kind of said that, and she goes, actually, I saw your website. It is beautiful, and this is not even. She lives up the road, not like anything of mine, and they're watching. And I said, they asked me because one had did Norwex and one had did like essential oils, so they're kind of familiar system. But one said, have you got a team? And I said, no, I'm looking to build a team, and I would love to work with local friends. It would be fun. And they're like, oh, just trying to get them, warmed up. But I don't want to start sending them links or anything. I just want to do it in a way that they want to come to me.
Yeah.
So I maybe should share some business posts. I've really only been doing product testimonial posts.
Yep.
I did one business one, and I don't think anybody commented or liked or reached out to me.
Okay.
So maybe I'm a little bit scared or
Yeah.
nervous.
Consistency over time. That's the key over
I
there.
believe, I 100% believe in it. I just want
Yeah.
other people to see the power of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Makes sense.
dead set not to ever go back to a 9-to-5 job, because I want to raise my kids. I've got 6 children, and I
Oh my
want
gosh.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm not
So-
complaining at all. So
I've been
that's
talking to
gold.
your wife. I've been talking to your wife.
Ah, nice. Thank you. I'm sure you. Thanks for all the advice. I'm sure you're giving her amazing things for there. So, okay, who here feels a little bit like Alicia, and you're like, man, I want to get more partners. Like, how do I do it? Like, like where does this all come from? There's a million different ways to enroll a brand partner, but I would start from here. Is first what Alicia said is, you have to ask yourself, like, what do you see value in this business as a whole? Do you believe that what we have is something that is powerful? Is it something that can be life-changing? So here's a couple of questions for you to consider. And whether you write it down or put in the chat, do you believe that Partner Co. is a company that provides an opportunity that if people actually put in the work, they can be well rewarded? Like, is it worth it? Right? And that could be money. Do we have the #1 rate of complaint in the world? We do. That could be community. That's an opportunity in itself, right? Who here believes we have an amazing community, an amazing family here, right? That you just like people, people spend money just to get involved in community, right? Here, your community fee is just being healthy, right? You don't have to deal with shipping, like Alicia said. So we know these types of things. And also, when Alicia was asked the question, do you have a team? You know what I might actually answer to that? While you personally might not have a team yet, you do have a team. We're all your team. I would say I do have a team. I have an amazing team, and we're looking to expand, right? There's power in community, because when you lean on all of us and you lean on this tribe, then you too can leverage on everyone else's success. You don't have to be in each other's business to be able to leverage your story. So I would start thinking, well, do I believe that this team has the tools, the resources to help people to succeed? Who here believes that if people plug in here to all of this tribe, that they are in great care, they have amazing support, and they will win as long as they keep on doing the do? It's just inevitable. It's a fact, right? So if you do believe that, then it's being ready to share that story. One thing that one of my mentors said, and this person was one of the top salespeople in network marketing, sold hundreds of thousands of dollars of product a month herself, did super, super well, but didn't really want to recruit, because she's like, I don't know if I want to deal with the people. I don't know if I want to recruit or build a team. Like, it seems harder, right? It's like dealing with people. And her mentor one day said this. It said, let's just call her name Jill. It said, Jill, list out all the reasons that you get benefit from this business. It's like, I get community, I get growth. Like, I love, we can make money, we can do all this type of stuff. And the question back to Jill was, well, do you believe it's selfish if you don't share this with other people? And she was like, oh, that's true. So we have a gift, of course, with our products, but we also have a gift with our opportunity as well, too. So we want to hand this off out there. I'm sure Australia and New Zealand are similar to America, maybe even more. But you're seeing that it costs more money to live now out there, like, right? And it's busier than ever. Like, it's kind of crazy out there. And people are stressed. People more than ever. I mean, Australia had it bad with COVID. You guys are locked in forever, right? So people need what it is that we have. We have that solution for them. So when that clicked for me, I said, I need to share this as well too. One other question. Who here believes that if someone gets involved now during this time in this team as it's this size, they have a competitive advantage than when it's thousands large? Because guess what? When Alicia's chairperson 5,000, when Charmaine is chairperson 5,000, if they get involved right now with you and us when it's this size, where do all the thousands of people need to go? They're going to go under them. Case in point, I recruited Becky. She was my second recruit ever in network marketing, my first warm market approach, my classmate. We were going to uni together and I learned how to invite. I followed the scripts. So I'd encourage in the boards, I know there's scripts, right, to use for the opportunity. So outreach, and talk to people. I'd be like, Lucia, I know you're somebody that is ambitious. I see you working out all the time. We are bringing a company that has done huge things around the world, and we're launching this market. We have a system that's helping people win from their phones and make money, and it's a lot of fun. If I can link you to some information, would you be down to take a look, Lucia? It's like, yeah, why not? Perfect. Let me send you some information. All right, so we go through your boards. There's some information there. Also, I would encourage, especially if you don't feel strong with enrolling people or that you have trouble there, link them to a person. If I'm Alicia, I might be like, and let's say you're inviting someone like Lucia, I'd be like, you got to meet some of my mentors and coaches. Rick and Janine, they're legends. They've done incredible things. And we have the opportunity to actually learn directly from them and work with them right now. Can I link you in a chat? Can I link you on a call? There's power in a three-way. No worries, Jody. There's power in edification. There's power in leverage. So utilize the community so that you can have a third party like that as well too. That's how I enrolled Becky in the very beginning. Just a classic third-party edification tool and leverage there. Okay. So as you do that, just think, so going back to the story with Becky, she was my second recruit ever. One of her first enrollments was her mom. It's fine to enroll your mom, right? I think, you're going to do it big. Shouldn't you probably talk to your family and just have them in anyway? Whether they do anything or not, doesn't matter. The mom didn't do anything for years, but Becky kept on building. Becky actually was my top money earner. Got to the senior officer position in this compensation plan by herself. She enrolled a team that had thousands of people under her mom. And years later, the mom needed work, went back to this business and looked at it and saw that there was 1,000 people under one of her lines. She's like, wow, where did that come from? Becky's like, I've been busy, So the mom ended up recruiting just yet. Remember, if you want to get paid through your team, you build two teams, essentially. The mom referred us to one person. They referred us to another one. That became a director in Partner Co. She became a vice president. So she started making extra money. She started doing really cool things. And now she's still super excited. She loves the product. She's still referring people to us as well, too, and everything. And I bring that up because the next people you enroll are going to be your mom. They have a unique opportunity in a time in your business, in a time in this team, in a time in the market, when everything is in its starting phase. If anybody were going to get started with something, wouldn't right now be the best time ever for them to get started? So I think about that. Here's your homework. Old school, but it works. If you really want to launch something, make a list of your top 10 to 20 business prospects. If these people were in your team, they'd blow it up. You're like, wow, if they join, like what Jody was talking about with her prospect. Think about these people because of the timing of things. You have a unique window of time where if you talk to them, they could be open and leverage the tools, leverage us, leverage the community. But imagine a 10 to 20, if just one or two of them get started, that's all you need to really start expanding and start doing things huge. All right. So homework for this week. Who here's willing to put together that list of 10 to 20 business prospects? Awesome. And then start talking to them. If you don't know how to talk to them, refer to the boards, talk to your mentors and coaches. We can give you little simple approaches and everything. If we don't ask, then we never know. Lucia said one brand partner took her to vice president. She's experienced it already. I mean, you just never know what's going to happen. But if we don't ask, we're not going to get. All right. So keep the consistency, keep the focus now, thinking, keep on selling, keep on getting your 3 and free. I'm seeing a lot of those now, by the way. Congratulations. But also think to yourself, who else can enroll? Alicia asked a good question. When did this business start in New Zealand, Australia? This is what I would say, like marketing wise. Really? I personally, I think it's just been this year, within this last year. That's how I feel about the actual growth. It's been there. The drops have been there for X amount of years. But in terms of actual business expansion, you might be able to say, well, there's been some presence, but nothing crazy. But this is the year that the market has decided it's going to be number one. So this is when we're growing. That's what people want. All right. So good analogy. Apple, who here uses an iPhone or a Mac product or something, right? Think about it. Apple was around for a long time, right? Before they had the iPhone. But imagine if you got involved before the iPhone launched. Who here would have loved to invest in Apple before that time? That'd be nice. That is what's happening now in Australia and New Zealand. It's been around. It's been proven. The products, the comp, the everything around the world, the system. We're bringing that in here now. And we are launching the iPhone. Gold Coast. That's like the launch. I view the next 2 months, 6 weeks as like a pre-launch there. All right. So with that, Rick and Janine, anything you guys want to chime in on?
I think that's beautifully put. Wonderful content. There's enough in there for all of us to go away and put into action and continue on the process. Some really great questions and love it. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Super
Thank
proud
you.
of each and every single one of you. We see you. We love you. I can't wait to see many of you. If not, I hope all of you in Gold Coast.
Yeah.
But even more, I can't wait to see your teams there and your next future leaders there. So make that a goal. 6 weeks on the clock. It's going to be great. All right, guys, have a great